Disclaimer. This is all just fun art and for fun. I am very aware of how cringe it is to make a use out of a Gmod roleplay, I don't care. Number 2, sorry if the pacing or my pronunciation or anything is awkward or hard to understand. It's the first time I make a video where I actually have to talk, like with my voice, so I'm a little bit nervous. Number 3, the reason I'm making this video instead of like an actual series or a fanfic or an ask book or whatever is simply because of a skill issue. I don't have the discipline for any long-term stuff and I don't want to let an audience down, so I'm just gonna do this. And number 4, spoilers for hlvrai but the AI is self-aware. Also, I'm assuming you've already watched it if you're clicking on this video. If you haven't, please do so. It's really funny and it's really good and it changed my life and I love it. Okay, bye.
Okay guys, let's win this fight.
Okay, so basically what happened is Gordon did not survive the Benry fight. He got fucking obliterated, did not even get to do the time travel bit, gone. However, this game is not normal, it's a little bit weird, so when Gordon got hurt in the game, it will translate to his real body. So when he dies, not good I think. Anyway, Gordon had a family, including a son, Joshua. 5 years later, now 14 years old, Joshua is very bored, super bored. So he starts looking through old stuff for anything that might entertain him, and he finds it. I mean, why would they throw away an entire computer if it still works? He sets the computer up and finds a funny game in it. I wonder what this could be. Where the fuck am I? What happened was that when the game noticed the player had vanished from existence, it started freaking out and just kind of shut down. But then Joshua had to start it back up, so the game freaked out again and reset itself. Now we're back to square one. Not quite. The AI's memory is not reset correctly. They don't completely forget about Gordon or their nature as AI. It's just buried somewhere. And the reason they didn't truly forget about Gordon is because he isn't truly gone. So from this point on, it's pretty much just normal hlvrai shenanigans, with Joshua being the new main character and a few minor changes because, of course, Joshua and Gordon are not the same person. He likes Benry, he doesn't like Bobby, yada yada. Gordon's new undead glitched self is there, but for some reason cannot show himself like he wants to. He's kind of like what G-Man was, mysterious little entity that shows up sometimes. But Pyro, I hear you ask, what about G-Man, like the actual G-Man? I'll tell you about him later, he has lore. As the story progresses, our AI friends start figuring out that something is wrong. They're getting weird deja vu all the time, they know something is wrong with all of this, but then the betrayal scene rolls around and it's kind of like the final nail to the coffin. This scene is what triggers the AI's memories, like clear memories. As Joshua is getting the crap beaten out of him, they remember that this is in fact a scripted line of events that they've done before. Because there were players before. Players who are now nowhere to be seen. Also, the world is alive. Bobby especially has a little moment here because I want to give Bobby some spotlight. And it's like, well, this whole betrayal thing is definitely not something the perfect specimen I'm supposed to be will do. And it's not even the first time I do it. How can I make up for this horrible and life-ruining mistake of mine? So what Gordon and Tommy had in the original series is now happening with Bobby and Joshua. Joshua has lost his entire arm and needs someone to rely on, and that someone is Grandpa Bobby.
Grab my hand, grab my hand. Now we wait. We wait for that person. Now we go. Keep holding my hand. Keep holding my hand. Keep moving. Keep your feet. Why is your hand sleeping?
As for the others, Benry's off doing whatever. He doesn't really get much spotlight. Sorry, Benry fans. Tommy and Kummer, however, have teamed up. What's going on with them is that the AA has remembered everything by this point, including 2 previous runs. 2 of them. Yeah, remember G-Man, that weird guy? Surprise! He was actually a player too. His name was Gregory, like a loser. This isn't the 2nd run, it's the 3rd! And a little bit of additional lore, Tommy did not exist in G-Man's run. G-Man basically willed the guy into existence to try to give Gordon a chance at winning, which is why he calls him his son. Sunkiss was also created by G-Man along with Tommy, but he was more like a glitch, because I just thought it would be funny. So, while Bobby has already chosen to help Joshua, Tommy and Kummer haven't yet. They're going kind of mad with all the memories, and they know they're missing a player and they want that player back. So they have reached a conclusion that Joshua needs to die. It's okay though, because after a tiny little life-endangering battle, they are able to be talked down, and the AI collectively agrees that in order to stop this cycle, they gotta get Joshua to the end of the game safely. Joshua doesn't know that one of the players before is his dad though. He just knows that other people have been here before. He'll find out eventually. Also, Benry's back. Yeah. They get to Darnold's part, and this time he actually does tag along, which has like no reason to happen. I just want Darnold to stay because I like him and I miss him. Fast forward to 10, they come across two bodies. You guessed it, the body that Gordon found in the original series. I don't know if you remember it, but that body was G-Man's. What catches Joshua's attention is that one of the two bodies he found seems to belong to his missing father. At that moment, Joshua just kind of starts realizing things and he becomes really upset. I mean, I think anyone will be upset. So the very boss fight starts and Joshua survives. Didn't see that coming. He makes it to the time travel part, he meets up with Dr. Coomer, destroys the final passport, obliterates Benry, parts a Chuck E. Cheese, woohoo! And then the game ends and he's thrown back into the real world with no time to process the horrors he has uncovered. But Pyro, I hear you ask, what happens to the AI after the game ends? What happened to Gordon and Gregory? Did they come back to life? Well, you'll be relieved to hear that they did not get erased from existence or thrown into any voids for eternity. They just kind of exist in the computer. Like little Shimeji guys. It's an unconventional father-son relationship, but like at least he's not missing anymore. Joshua also has like a mom and some friends, but they do basically nothing in the main story and I just made them for fun, because this entire thing is self-indulgent. But they're there, and I like them a lot. So, Gregory plays a funny game. Any Wonder Pain receding game translates to real life. Gregory dies in funny game. Gregory becomes G-Man. Game resets. AI memory wipe. Fast forward, Gordon plays a funny game. G-Man wills Tommy and Sunkiss into existence at the start of Gordon's run. Gordon dies in funny game. Gordon becomes Missing Texture Man. Game resets. AI memory wipe. Fast forward 5 years, Joshua plays funny game. Joshua reaches betrayal scene. AI's code goes haywire and they remember the two previous runs. Bobby helps Joshua while Tommy and Coomer are still kinda losing it. AI friends agree to get Joshua to the end of the game alive. Darnold talks along with the team. Forsen still exists, but he cannot be reasoned with because I'm convinced he was just Benry in a suit. They get into 10. Joshua realizes his dad is dead. The rage fills him to murder Benry, but it doesn't matter because he's Benry. Game ends. Joshua is sent back to the real world. What the fuck? He now has AI people in his computer and his dad. That was weird. I wonder how he's gonna grow up with that knowledge.
Well, that's basically it. I'm not sure what to say goodbye. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening to me talk about my dumb story. I hope you're having a great day and I hope it continues to stay great. Okay? Bye!